'Cause I think pressure's really interesting. And I'm like, how do you, like, what is doing well? Because also it's scope. I mean, as people that I know and artists that I know that are like, really bad news, guys. We missed the top 40 on the charts. Or it could be really good news, guys. We got top 100. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all framing.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, I don't know. What do you think about that? Like, in regards to, are we talking about numbers? Are we talking about, like...
I guess it is a numbers thing, isn't it? Because that's what everyone, especially earlier in their career, they're trying to, like, get more fans, play shows, sell tickets, get streams so they can, like, live off music. And I think there's more of this immediate need to succeed. Back in the early days, 50s or 60s, record labels would find this unknown talent, they would build them. And then I don't know, I'm totally generalizing, but then like in the noughties, it was like, it would still be a bit of that development, but now it's like you need to have a fan base and you need to have had X amount of streams and TikTok followers. And so all these people come to me saying like, I had this meeting with a label, but they were like, your streams are low and you're not selling tickets. Insane. And they're like, how am I meant to get streams when I don't have support from a label? When there's so much content exhausting out into the world. So like, how can I compete? And that's when I'm sort of like, it's just your first album. You got your whole career ahead of you. But then at the same time, it means so much, the first album. That's why it's sort of this weird complex.
When you released your first album, and when I released your first album, and I released my first album, did you guys have any expectations when you released it of what it should do? Did you have like, it's going to do this thing, I've made this great music, it's going to do this for me? Or did you kind of have no expectations already? Or did you kind of underplay it? Like, was there expectations on your first releases?
I wanted it just to do better than my last. That's sort of the way I always thought. I wanted it just to keep growing, better than my last. So my first album was Cloak. My second EP was, the one before it was Groove Curse. And that's why I moved to London. I was like, I just want to do better than that. Like my most streamed song to be better than that most streamed song.
And better is numbers.
Pure numbers, yeah. At that stage of my career.
Okay.